Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. I hope we are all doing fine. Okay, it's very good to be here once again to to talk about other things that can help us to be successful traders on the markets. And so today I'll be talking about indicators, how to use indicators to trade. And one of the indicators that I'll be talking about, there's a lot of indicators on the Royal Kill robots, but one of them that I'll be talking about today, I'll give you an in-depth of how to use it. I'll give you other apps that can also help you to be able to use it very well to trade. And that indicator um, is a very wonderful indicator and it's very simple to use. And so I know you're going to love it. I hope you can see my screen. My name is Dr. Latte. You can subscribe to this channel, like, share, and comment below. So let's move right into the lessons and learn a few things. So the indicator that I'll be using today is called the RSI. RSI. So what is RSI? In order to be a successful trader, you need to understand indicators. And one of the indicators that is very simple to use is the RSI. So RSI in its simplicity means relative. So relative strength index. So it's an index that helps us to know the strength of the crypto coin in the markets. So that is what RSI means. So RSI is an awesome oscillator. We normally say the AO, which help us to estimate the intensity of what recent asset price increase or decrease in the market. And so that is basically what RSI means. And so we are talking about how well the coin is doing on the market or how the coin is not also doing well in the market. It guides us to take a decision on which coin to trade and which coin what not to trade for either spot trading or for futures trading. And so RSI is how do you call it? It's an indicator that helps us to be able to trade and trade well. So I want us to go into the in-depth of it to see how it works like. So RSI, like we said earlier on, helps us to identify or estimate the what intensity of recent asset price increase or decrease. And when an asset increases or continues to increase in price, the RSI will reach 100%. So RSI is measured normally from 0 right to 100. So as you can see on the screen, this is the measurements of RSI on the market. Then if an asset also decreases, it will reach what RSI of what of 0. So the range of RSI or the zones of RSI range from 0 to 100. And so that is what we use to check RSI. So from 0 to 100 there are breakdowns of it so that we can see. And so normally from 80 in most apps from 80 upwards. So 80 upwards is for indicates that the coin has been overbought. When we say the coin has been overbought, what we are saying is that it means that there are more buyers have bought the coin, and so the price or the demand of the asset has increased very high. And so if a coin is around 80 to 100, At times some people will take it from 70, yes, 70, 80 upwards. We are seeing that no, this coin has been overbought. And when a coin becomes overbought, it means it has reached its resistance area. If we talk of resistance, we're talking of a zone whereby at that point it has reached the peak, and so automatically it has to drop down. So if a coin has has an RSI of 80 and above or 70 and above, it means that it has reached its overbought area. And when it gets to that point, it means that the likelihood in that the coin will drop is very high, or the coin will dump is very, very high. In most cases, that is what it means. So if a coin is in an overbought area, or if a coin has an RSI of 80 and above, it means that the likelihood that the coin will drop is very, very high. So then if you are doing futures trading, then it's the best time to do a short, because that is when the coin has reached its overbought area, and the probability that it will come down is very high. So if you are doing a short on a coin like that, then at least you are 80% safe. And so that is what RSI 80 and above means. And so we also look at RSI 20 and below. So 20 and below also is the oversold area. Oversold area means that there are lots of sellers in the market, and the price of the commodity has reduced so much, so that indicates that assets may be underestimated, and there are chances of the prices to rebound. So if the RSI of a coin is 20 and below, it tells us that the probability that the coin will rise up is very high, because the coin has reached the support zone. So there are two terminologies that we need to check out: resistance and support. So 80 and above, we know that resistance zone, and then 20 and below, we know that we are in the support zone. So those are two terminologies that we have to keep at the back of our minds. So anytime we pick a coin and we want to trade, we will see that the RSI will help us to know that, hey, am I going for a long, or am I going for a short in the futures market, or is it safe to trade a spot on this coin? So the RSI is a powerful indicator that helps us to know that this is the direction that the market is going, and so we can also follow. So in between the 80 and the 100, so in between 80 and 20 is normally what the neutral zone. So that is the neutral zone. So that is a zone whereby, like, the coin is stable. At least the coin is stable in the market. So if you are trading a coin in the neutral zone, it's a 50-50 deal. Either the coin will move up or will move down, depending on other factors that also help in the market. Remember that the RSI indicator is just a guide for us to make a wise decision in the market. But remember that demand and supply is beyond our control. We cannot control demand and supply in the market. And so that is how the RSI work. And so normally you see um in you see on the coins that will be trading on the Royal Kill robot, that the RSI is a powerful tool that helps us to take decisions. So in an overview, that is what RSI means. So if we are talking about RSI, we are talking about an alpha oscillator, which helps us to estimate the intensity of the increase or decrease of the price of a commodity in the market. And so keep in mind, I want to just go over again that the RSI is measured from 0 to 100, and from 80 or sometimes 70 and above is seen as the overbought area, and then 20 and below, we are seeing that this is what oversold area. And so if it's 80 and above, it means that the probability that the coin will drop is very high. Or if it's 20 and below, it means the probability that the coin will rise up or will need a support to come up is very high. So I hope you understand all that I have said in this video. So I want us to move right into our um, our royal kill robots and then see how we can find our RSI. So I am in the futures trading now. I want to identify a coin, and then we will see how best we can see what is happening and see the RSI of the coin. So if I want to trade, remember that we come to strategy on our royal kill bots. Then we'll go to create, and then we'll look for the coin that we want to trade. So I want to trade I want to trade the coin WIF USDT, and this is the coin. So I'll pick the coin, then I agree to understand that it's risky to trade, and so I pick this coin. How do I see the RSI? So remember that when you see the coin this way, remember we need to go into the histogram of the coin to see where the RSI is. So if you see the coin like this, you see this small symbol that looks like an histogram or a wave file. That is where we'll be picking our trade in order to help us to see exactly what is happening in the trade. So where I've circled in red is where we are going to click, and then it will guide us into the trade, and then we'll see exactly what is happening. So boom, good. You can see that now we are seeing the histogram or the candles of what is happening in the market. You see all the candles you see there. I'll do a video to explain more about it. But these ones, they are talking about all these all these red and green things you see represent buyers and sellers in the market. And so remember that in every market it's a struggle. So it's a struggle of buyers and sellers in the market. So if you see a red candle, it indicates that what there are more buyers in the market. If you see a green candle, you can also see that. So let me show you the candles that I'm talking about. So I have um so this is a red candle indicating what more sellers in the market. Then a green candle represents that there are more buyers in the market. And so in totality, that is what the candlesticks is all about. So I'll talk more about it in another video, but today I want us to look at the RSI. So if we pick a coin like this, then we scroll down, and when we scroll down we can see that we have technical indicators here. So I want to explain this thing for us all to understand. So we have technical indicators, and the technical indicators are indicators that will help us to trade very well. So we can see that the technical indicator, we have this one here that is showing us strong buy, neutral, sell, and strong sell. So you see that this coin at the moment is a neutral coin. It means it falls between an RSI of 20 and 80. It means that that is where it is now, as at the 15 minutes or time frame, as you can see here. So that is one of the things that we need to also keep in mind. Anytime we are looking for a coin to trade, we have to look at the time frames of the coin. And the time frames, we have 15 minutes, we have 1 hour, we have 4 hour, we have 1 day, we have 1 week, and so on and so forth. So this one is guiding us to see where the coin is now. So this our chart here, is even guiding us to know that, look, this coin is in the neutral zone, and the probability that it will go left or right, it will go to the strong buy or it will go to the strong sell. It's just demand and supply, and so it guides us to know what else to do. So let's move on to the technical indicators down there. As you can see, so I'll circle it. So we are going to click on the technical indicator here, then it will take us to see what is really happening in the market. So let's move there and see what is there for us. So yes, we can see all these are technical indicators. I'll talk about them, but I want to click on technical indicators. Boom, now our technical indicator has really opened for us, and what we are looking for now in this video is the RSI. So we can see that the RSI is down here, right? The RSI is here. We can see this RSI 14. So the RSI of this coin at the moment is telling us that it's what is 45.1504. It means that this our coin falls within what our neutral zone. So like you saw earlier on, we saw that the neutral zone is between 20 and what and 80, or 20 and 70. So it falls between our neutral zone. So you can see that it's even written here, neutral. So it means that this coin, the probability to go to the left or right, it's only dependent on the market, so we cannot decide where to go. So this one we trade with other indicators to help us to know exactly where the movement of the market will go. So this is how you look for indicators, or you look for the RSI indicator to help you to trade. So if I want to trade a coin like this, I'll be very, very careful. I have to look at other indicators to help me to see what is happening. But we know that this indicator is under a 15 minutes time frame. So this is the time frame like you can see here. So if you click on the small arrow, it will open the time frame for you. So you can see that we have a time frame of 15 minutes here. We have a time frame of 1 hour, a time frame of 4 hours, a time frame of 1 day. Each of this one will tell you what is happening in the time frame. So we have 15 minutes time frame now, which means that every candle we are seeing here is 15 minutes, under 15 minutes review. And so that is how the RSI of a coin is indicated on the Royal K robot. So this one guides us to know where exactly to trade. So let's see a coin that has a stronger RSI to see what is really happening in the market. So I want to choose a coin. I want to choose modern Gin USDT. That is here on my screen. So I'll just choose this coin and see what is happening to the coin. So I click on the histogram sign, then it opens the coin for me, and then now I can see that no, this coin is doing a lot of magic in the market. But let me go and look at the RSI. Okay, so this coin is telling me that the indicator of this coin is telling me that it's in the neutral zone. So this coin is in the neutral zone at the moment. So let's look at the technical indicator. We see that the technical indicator for this coin is 46.31481, meaning that it's in the neutral zone. So if I want to trade it, then I have to be careful. But let's look at something. You see that at the moment the coin is in the neutral zone under the 15 minutes time frame. So I want to change the time frame to like an hour. So after changing the time frame to an hour, you see that it's telling me that in 1 hour, in the last 1 hour, our coin has been in the bought zone, and the RSI of the coin in the last 1 hour is 60.16117. So you see that the time frames also help us to know exactly how the market is working in the time frames that we have chosen. So let's choose a time frame again of 4 hour and see. Oh, okay, so in the last 4 hours, our coin has been in the strong buy, so it means that it has been reducing gradually. So in the last 4 hour, it was in the what, in the overbought area. And now in the last 4 hour, the RSI of the coin is 63.68733. So you see that that is still in the neutral area. But when you look at the indicator at the top here, it tells us that it has been more in the what, in the buy zone. And so it helps us to see. Now let's look at the 1 day also and see. Okay, so 1 day still we are in the strong buy, and the RSI of the coin is 66.92167. So that is how we see what RSI, or how the relative strength index of a coin help us to know where to trade and where not to trade. So if we are choosing a coin, we can use the powerful RSI tool to help us to indicate where to go. I'm sure that somebody might be asking that, then how do I choose a coin? Am I going to scan through all these coins to know, to check the RSI and stuff like that? There is another way to do this on the app. So on a royal killbot, when we go to create and we are looking for a coin, good, we can see that we have all here under the coin here. So let me show you that in a screenshot. So we have all, right? So remember that when we are choosing a coin, we'll come to all and we'll select the coin here in the search zone, and then it will give us the coin. And then you see this 24-hour change or hour chart. Good. We are going to click on the, how do you call it? On the small arrow here. Yeah, I'm sure you are aware of that arrow. So that small arrow there, to also change our coins, to arrange them in order of coins that are performing well and coins that are not performing well. So that small arrow beside the 24-hour change is a powerful thing that helps us to arrange our coins. So let me go back and then I'll click on it. Then you see that boom, it has arranged the coins in order of coins that are doing well. So you can see that all the green here indicating that these coins have been what, moving up gradually, when I click it again, it will arrange the coins in order of coins that are not doing well in the market, or coins that have dropped or dumped over the last 24 hour. Good. So that is one indicator that you can also use to indicate your RSI to help you to trade and be profitable. One other thing also that I want to also show you is an app that also helps us to trade very well. The name of the app is CoinGlass. The name of the app is CoinGlass. So the name of the app is CoinGlass. You can download it from App Store, and then you can use it to do this illustration, and then you will see that it's a powerful app also. So CoinGlass, let me write it for you. So CoinGlass. So I have coin and glass. So CoinGlass is an app. It's free, so you just download it on your Apple Store or Play Store, and then you log in with your password. You log in with your email address, then it sees you as a user, and you are good to go. And you can use it to see. So let me teach you how to use the CoinGlass in picking the RSI, or helping you to see the RSI of a coin. So I'll click on CoinGlass. Now I have the CoinGlass app here. Yes, this is what it looks like when you first install it. and you open it. So what I'm going to do is that when you have the app now, you go to markets. So let me highlight that one for you. So you go to market on the app. So at the bottom of the app we can see a lot of menus there. Home, we have markets, we have charts, we have news and me. So our interest is mostly here for now. So our interest is here, right? The interest is on markets. So market is where we are going to click, and when we click on markets, we know that it's going to give us a lot of things. So let's click on markets on the app. Okay, so after clicking on markets, we can see that we have a lot of coins. We can see what all these coins are. I'll talk about them in the future to see how best we can use it. And then after we have, so after clicking on market one, so let me circle market one. After clicking on market one, our next thing is to look for index. So index at the top here too. So the first thing you do is that uh, you download the app. After downloading the app, you open the app. First thing you go to is market one, and then two, you go to index. So index at the top here, we will also click on that one, and then it will take us to another page. Good. Now you see that this is where the index is. Now the index, this is where our interest is. We see so many things here, don't be confused. So index here, our goal is to look at one of the features here. So this is where our goal is. Our goal is on RSI heat map. RSI heat map. So where I've circled RSI heat map, we are going to click on the arrow here, the small arrow to enter into that indicator to see what is happening there. So we will go there, then we'll see what is happening there. So after clicking the arrow, boom, we can see that we have the RSI heat map here, and that is a whole lot of information that we can see. Now let me break this information down for you, right, so that you can understand it very very well. Okay, so this is the RSI heat up or heat map from all the coins that we can see here. There's a lot of coins here. Yes, there are a lot of coins here, but let me break this up for you. Okay, so if you look at this app very well, it has a time frame at the top here. So let me use the time frame is here. So the time frame as at now that I'm using now is 15 minutes. So you can see 15 minutes, you can change it to 1 hour. And so sometimes I told you that when you are checking for a coin to trade, you don't only use 15 minutes time frame. You can check 1 hour, 4 hour, and a day to check how the coin is performing on the market. So every time make sure that you are checking all those ones to see, because at times in 15 minutes the coin is in the overbought area, but in the last 1 hour it has been in the oversold area, or it has been the neutral area. So let's look at this app very well and see what is happening there. So we can see that this app, it has a few things that I want to draw your attentions to. Okay, so we can see that the RSI, yeah, we can see that we have from 0 right here to what, 100, right? So this is 0 at the down here, and then it moves up to 100. And so here it's telling us that from 70, this app is seeing RSI from 70 upwards as what, overbought. So overbought we can see here. So in this app, is telling us that he's using what, 70 and above as what, overbought, and then is also using what, 60, right, from 60 to 70 here, 60 to 70 up here, is also using it as a what, as a strong place, as a strong buy. So from 60 upwards going, he's telling you that you are entering into the overbought area. And so those are areas that you have to watch carefully. And so if we look at the downside also, we are seeing that from what, yes, we can see that from 20 and below, we are seeing that we are in the oversold area, as you can see. And then from 40 and below to 20, we are in a weak area. So that is how this app sees it. And then he sees what, RSI from what, 40 into what, into 60 as the neutral area. Good. So that is basically what this app is telling you. So any coin you see in those regions are telling you that no, this coin is in is doing well, or this coin is not doing well. So let me see. So if I want to go back and see how the app is faring, so you see that these are coins. When I click on any coin, it tells me how the coin is doing on the market and what is happening to the coin. So look at this. When I change the time frame into like 1 hour, it tells me how, which coins have been doing well or which coins have not been doing well in the last 1 hour. So we can see that the Trump coin is around 40, has an RSI of 40 and 30. So that is basically what it is here. So it gives you, this app gives you a clue of coins that you can what, you can trade. So if I choose a time frame of what, of 1 day, 24 hours, we can see that, oh okay, in the last 24 hours most of the coins have been doing well, or most of the coins have been pumping. And when you go into your Royal KO app and you check, you see that most of the coins are in the green zone. So it means that these coins have been doing well in the last 24 hours. So you see that a coin like layer, so let me show you something. So you can see that a coin like layer, as I'm circling it now, in the last 24 hour, look, the coin is not doing well, it is in a weak area. Good. In the last 24 hour, the coin is in a weak area, but look at the same coin under the time frame of 15 minutes. The time frame of 15 minutes, look at the time frame of 15 minutes. Okay, so in 15 minutes, in the last 15 minutes as I'm talking, you can see that the coin I'm talking about is in the what, is in the overbought area. Look at the coin now. In the last 24 hours, the coin is not doing well, but in the last what, 15 minutes of my speech, it is at the overbought area. So sometimes you need to watch. If you use the 15 minutes alone in judging, at times you can make a mistake. So you need to check the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the 1 day, and be sure that this coin that I'm going to pick and trade is a good coin that I can make some returns on. Remember that your entry into the market is very, very vital. If you do wrong entries into the market, it will cost you a lot. You can be in floating loss for a lot of time, even though our Royal KO robot that doesn't like make us make like losses. But our entry into the market is very, very key. And so that is what I have for us on the RSI indicator. If you have any comments, you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment box below, and then I'll talk about it again in another video. Have a nice day and take good care of yourself. Bye bye. My name is Dr. Latte. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on the video you have just watched. Thank you.